Yeah, I got complaints. I mean, anybody who's listened to me talk for 5 seconds knows I got complaints. You know what? You know, when I say I was born immune to marketing and spin, what essentially I mean is that when you watch a TV show, there's a bunch of different cues, there's a bunch of different specific details that are designed to make you want to purchase the product. I don't play into all that stuff. I have always been too much of a, I don't want to say a thinker, because, you know, people that make these things are thinkers as well. But I've always kind of thought things out too much, maybe. You know, not quite so far as the people who, like, see racism literally everywhere, which is like kind of like my dad. You know, when he watches a commercial, he can't help but see it broken down into its racial terms. Whereas when I watch it, I just see how they're marketing at the humans. And I don't like it most of the time. Like the Totino's pizza rolls thing. There's the latest one they got this guy sitting on a couch, and the dude walks in, and the guy that walks in into the room is dressed, you know, nice, like maybe he's going out to the club or some shit. And the dude sitting on the couch is just sitting there playing video games. And the guy walks in, goes, "Hey, let's go. You ready to go out and do something?" And the guy on the couch says, "No, I just made Totino's pizza rolls." And suddenly the fucking furniture starts talking to him. Look, dude, if your couch tells you to sit your fat ass down and eat some pizza rolls, you have a problem. But the commercial is essentially encouraging you to stay at home and eat. Just sit at home and eat. Yeah. Don't go out. That's the message of the commercial. Don't go out. Stay home and eat some pizza rolls. What in the fuck? How does that develop a social life? How do you meet other humans? How do you... This is the kind of shit I mean when I say I was born immune to marketing and spin. I don't look at that commercial as a good commercial. It's a terrible commercial. It's encouraging people to do something that's very bad for them. So why don't you pick the most awkward place to make a left-hand turn? I was born immune to marketing and all that shit. I don't succumb to sales tactics, essentially. Never have. When I saw a toy on TV and, you know, all the bright colors and flashing lights, I've always been the kid to think about, how would I play with that? You know, I think more about the scenes that I would set up for it than the scenes they're showing me. I used to play with the 12-inch tall G.I. Joes when I was a kid. And they, to be honest, were more difficult to set up a scene for than when they later re-released them as like 3 or 4-inch tall ones. And that's because the size of the set. You know, when you got 12-inch tall G.I. Joes, everything has to be scaled to 1/6 scale, which takes up a lot of room in the backyard, as opposed to the 3 7/8 inch tall ones. I think I don't remember. It's like 3 or 4 inches, you know, shorter ones. Doesn't require as much room. So I got the appeal of one over the other, but not for the same reasons they marketed them. I didn't buy a lot of the little G.I. Joes. I had a lot of them. And in the end, I gave them away. I've never really bought into the whole sale mentality. If a thing cost $600 and it's on sale for $400, you are not actually saving $200. You're still spending $400. Now, is it worth $400? That's the better question. And if so, then why the fuck were they charging $600 for it in the first place? You know, if you reach a point where it's, you know, it's still on sale for $400 and still, it's too expensive for that thing. You know, it's just a table. How much should you charge for a thing? As much as people are willing to pay? Listen, here's a thing to remember always. For there to be an average intelligence, a midline, half the people have to fall below it. So, if you know a bunch of people that you would say are of average intelligence, keep in mind that probably you and them both fall on one side of the line or the other. And sometimes it's both for the same person. You know, you can be smart about some shit and dumb as a box of rocks about others. Marketing spin. I'm not into it. But this Totino's Pizza Roll commercial just irritates the shit out of me because the idea of the commercial is the guy walks in and says to his buddy, hey, aren't you going out to do stuff? And his buddy says, no, I'm going to sit here and eat pizza rolls and play video games. And while that is entertaining, he's encouraging his friend who wanted to go out to not go out and be social. He's instead encouraging to sit at home on his fat ass and eat pizza rolls and play video games. That's not healthy. Anyway, back to work.